one thing I want to touch on, obviously, we are all still incredibly sad and in
Yeah.
mourning over the passing of Charlie Kirk. Just really sad. It's a really sad day for all of us. It's been a really sad time.
Mhm.
You know, you have been the subject of some pretty significant threats. One that, I mean, we talked about just the other day, but
Mhm.
it's not the only one. It's not the only one. And they're vicious, vicious threats.
Oh, they're
Um,
terrible. I mean, the transgender community, the far
they
left,
hate
and some of the mainstream Democrats, like they're threatening my life and life of my kids and my family and my parents because I'm a rape survivor who doesn't want men in the bathroom. I mean, at the end of the day, that's how simple the argument is. And they don't like the language that I use. And so they feel justified in these threats. We actually just had someone about an hour ago show up to our office unannounced, knowing that they did not have an appointment and were asked not to come in and come by the office anyway. And thankfully, we had security here to assist my staff. But there are folks who have lost their marbles and want to do harm to others just because they're angry or they disagree with you or because you don't believe in transgenders. It's not science, right? But it's really a challenging time. And like what Charlie would do, he would have these debates and have these conversations and tell the truth. And we have to keep telling the truth. And his death was devastating. His murder has been a devastating thing for our country, particularly for our youth and our young people. One of my kids looked up to him just so much. And I did 3 turning point events this year. And one of them at a South Carolina University, we had a transgender person show up and they tried to pick up a potted plant, the fern incident, and tried to throw it at me, but I had lots of security there and they stopped it before it could happen. And then what really incenses me is that the left, Jasmine Crockett, calling him a racist. The last Turning Point event I spoke at, I was the only white person to speak at, my staff tells me, was the Blexit event in Tampa, run and sponsored by Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA. He loved everybody. If you were conservative, he gave you a platform. He didn't care about the color of your skin. And he was really remarkable and loved women and kids and, espoused all these Christian virtues and faith and, Christian values. And there's really been a revival in the 2 weeks since his murder. There's been a huge revival of Christ followers and Christians and also people who are willing to speak up and not allow teachers to teach in their schools who are indoctrinating our children, making sure that anyone who works at a hospital system making life and death decisions, that if they espouse that kind of hate, that they're going to be fired from their jobs. I don't want someone who's a transgender or supports that kind of violence operating on me. I won't wake up. Like, no, thank you. And so we as conservatives have come together all across the country. And I think it's been really remarkable. And I want to reiterate that all of our prayers are with Erica, with his 2 children, with the Turning Point family, and the millions of students who are going to grow up in this era and have witnessed his horrific murder. And he'll speak up, speak out, and fight for our values, figuratively, not literally, but fight for our values and our right to free speech.